July 2012, the Russian-American youth camp in П.Саблино, Russia.
And I am very excited to spend these 10 days with you.
Я очень рада, что у нас будет 10 дней вместе.
Last thing is I want to apologize for my terrible Russian.
И я извиняюсь, что я так плохо говорю по-русски.
Some for the first time,
С некоторыми я познакомился в первый раз,
and some of you again.
а некоторых я вижу уже не первый раз.
Меня зовут Степа.
My name is Степа, Steven, Степа.
Я люблю кататься на велосипеде.
I like riding the bike. It doesn't matter whether you call me Nikolai, Nick or Nicholas.
Никола.
Никола.
Я студент в университете.
I'm a college student.
My name is Chuck.
Меня зовут Чак.
My Christian name is Charles.
Мое христианское имя Чарльз.
I live in Illinois.
Я живу в Иллинойсе.
I like to travel.
Я люблю путешествовать.
And when Father Dave brought this opportunity,
И когда отец Дэйв сказал нам, что у нас есть такая возможность,
I asked my wife if I could come.
я спросил жену, можно мне поехать?
She said, if you have the money.
Она сказала, если у тебя есть деньги, поезжай.
Большой звездно-снежный, как здорово, что все мы здесь сегодня собрались. Очнется купол неба, большой звездно-снежный, как здорово, что все мы здесь.
And then Father Nikolai celebrated a prayer service for the opening of our camp.
We're moving a gravel pile
мы таскали гравий.
from one area all the way to the back of the youth center.
Отсюда с забора туда за дом.
But I liked the work.
Мне понравилась работа.
I don't know, it was just something about actually like watching the pile move and
Было
like
приятно наблюдать, как все меньше и меньше становится эта куча.
being able to like measure our work and feel good
Мы
about
видели
it.
результат своей работы.
While we were working, Karina and Nastya were working very hard in the kitchen. It seems that today we're getting some delicious borscht. And then every day something really delicious would show up on the table. And this is sad everyday reality in П.Саблино. A house has burned down and we were asked to bring down the remains.
I would say the high point of my trip was probably the being able to clean up Ilya's house, because it had an impact on me for seeing other people and how things can happen to good people. It was a house in the neighborhood of П.Саблино that burned down several days before we arrived, and so we were charged with removing the rubble from the site so they could start to rebuild.
Don't run straight to that shower. да, Дэйв?
So it is almost lunchtime. Would you like to load this up before lunch, since the truck is here?
I think since this truck is here, we should. And we can go to the administration for a shorter time a little later. This afternoon.
We can load it.
We've got plenty of time for everything.
Yes, good. Yeah, they are working hard and doing well.
We get it loaded and I can
Okay.
Go. Go. Didn't mean to throw that as you grabbed it. Hit me momentum. Here, I got this.
The highest point of the trip for me was hanging out and getting to know all the youth here in प.Саблино. I just thought that it was really cool.
Okay.
And then what I learned about Russia that I didn't really fully understand is how impoverished it really is in some areas and how beautiful and rich it is in others. And it's hard to find that middle ground.
While we have to work every day, we always started the day with physical exercises.
Все нести, да? Конечно. Несешь, там еще две банки, где столярка стоит. На полу видишь.
I am pleased to be visiting п.Саблино, Russia, St. Nicholas Church, and the youth center here in п.Саблино. My church has been in partnership with this place and Father Nikolai for many years now, approximately 15
Наш
years.
приход уже 15 лет поддерживает связи с отцом Николаем и с приходом святителя Николая.
Many people from our parish have previously been here and have had very good things to say, and my daughters, two older daughters, have been here as well.
Очень многие наши прихожане уже здесь были, мои две старшие девочки уже здесь были, и всем очень всегда нравились.
Нам уже дали.
It is good to finally be here myself,
И наконец-то я сама смогла приехать сюда,
to be able to experience the Orthodox worship,
чтобы ближе познакомиться с православным богослужением,
the Russian culture,
русской культурой,
the hospitality of the people
и
here.
гостеприимством людей, которые здесь живут.
I am pleased to have been able to help with some of the work projects.
И я рада, что я смогла и помочь с работой здесь.
have one highlight of the trip because this whole trip was just a big highlight for me because I've never been to another country before, and it was just so much good experience, and I got to meet everybody, and I got so much closer to everybody going on the trip, and it was just a really good experience, and I got to see.
Getting ready for a contest of the best drawings and art.
У Даши, наверное, или у Ходея? Нет. Так, я пойду к Даше. Не толкайся. Не толкайся. Ты чуть делаешь.
This is Chess War, and this is Sasha Nazarov, who has drawn these checkers. Nastya has drawn this uninhabited island. It's practically uninhabited. And I have drawn these blue bushes.
And my favorite part of the trip was probably hanging out with all the kids and interacting with them, even though they speak a different language. And it was just really, I don't know, I really liked it because we just did hand gestures, and even though we didn't know what each other was saying, we were able to hang out and have a really fun time.
My favorite part of this trip definitely had to be playing with the kids and getting to know them. I made a lot of new friends here, and it's really awesome because even though we don't speak the same language, we were still able to interact and hang out. And I made friends, and we're going to try and keep communicating through Facebook and other ways.
Dobrynya, our good dog. This is our reliable night guard. He may be wagging his tail now, but if there's a stranger in sight, he will have to run really fast.
I started too high. Yeah, who started high? I did. I'm a bass. I can sing this. You start it. You do it. We're pitching it very high. I usually pitch it a
It's really great to have music.
Yeah.
But you have to remember, the Russian kids will have to remember the tune, they will have to look at some music.
We can fix that. We can fix this.
Maybe if you write the chords or the... Yeah, хорошо, сделаем.
No, we'll fix it. Yeah, Chuck can do that.
Chuck can do
that. No.
Because the Russian kids will need to...
You can play it.
We need the notes.
Yeah, we need the notes.
We need to start way down.
We need to start.
Here.
Started lower.
Something I learned during this trip was a lot about Russian culture and how rich their history is through their art and architecture.
Choosing the best drawing in a contest.
изображение подводного мира у нас победила вот эта команда, потому что здесь, правда, просто фантастика. И самый масштабный проект, потому что здесь целая галактика, просто вообще, это столько платили. Планета большая, другие маленькие. Это речка. Это наша Земля, это маленький. Просто она, можно сказать, и ближе. Землю мы близко смотрим, а эти далеко. А мы хотели так. В общем, вот эта разделе победила вот эта команда и ее участники, которые рисовали.
Living here without knowing the language is actually not as hard as I thought it would be because I use a lot of hand gestures. Obviously, I made some friends, and you know, there's a lot that you can do without communication. You can play with them, and I mean, you pretty much can do almost everything. I mean, they kind of get aggressive sometimes when you don't. Then they kind of get frustrated when you don't know what they're saying. But we get along fine.
We're helping with getting coal for the winter for a big family from Father Nikolai's parish.
You complain.
Would you rather listen to her singing?
Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Asian stuff?
Depends. Asian stuff?
Not a whole lot.
What will we sing? It was given to Igor, wasn't it? Unless, well, that's maybe what Igor said.
I would know that's all that's important. No.
All right. The guy died, and now we're taking his coal.
Нет.
Из-за
цвета.
Yes. The water he's saying is colored around it. So when you see around the waterfall, the water looks kind of brownish.
Mercedes. One of my favorite parts about being in п.Саблино is that we get to play with the kids and we can help out with the work that needs to be done.
Did you find Russian kids very different from American kids in the way they act, they play, they work?
No, not at all.
Совсем не заметил никак.
I thought that they were very similar.
Очень похожи.
Language was really one of the only differences.
Но язык это единственное, что похоже на нас.
Nikita, Valera and Nastya get out of the water quick.
That has been really amazing. It's just kind of mind-blowing how different yet similar our cultures are. It just seems like theirs is more beautiful somehow, if that makes sense. The language, even though I don't understand it, it just sounds really cool and just very pretty. And it's been really fun staying at the youth center and getting to play with the kids in the afternoon and working and making a difference. And Father Nikolai and everyone have just been really
Father Nikolai is giving a short tour of the center, the heating, the hot water. The gas boiler has just been installed this summer.
So as well as heating and hot water. So you can turn on the heating anytime.
Wonderful.
So we do not depend on anybody and the municipality.
A new shower room is being built here. Now there's just a foundation, but soon there will be walls and new shower cabins.
За последние дни удалось много работать.
Digging the trench and dropping it in.
And thanks to you.
Oh, our pleasure and
Мы с
privilege.
удовольствием смогли поучаствовать. We started building laying the pipeline from the Taylor house.
Okay.
It was connected already.
All right.
This is where the mains pass.
Okay. Wow. Very nice.
Очень хорошо.
Very nice. To you. I am Reverend David Holt. I am the rector of St. Matthew's Episcopal Church in Bloomington, Illinois. I represent M. Vern and have led the American youth group to п.Саблино. The group represents both the Diocese of Springfield and the Episcopal Diocese of Southern Ohio. I have been impressed with the camp this year. It is neat to see the changes that have occurred in the past 4 years. The expansion of the youth center, the addition of the teachers from Moscow. The children seem to have had a wonderful time at camp. It was wonderful to see both groups praying together and working together. I think many great things have been accomplished physically in our work and spiritually in our prayer, and especially in the friendships that have been built during this visit.
The Lord's Prayer.
The Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Я не особенный знаток живописи.
I'm not a great specialist in painting,
Но Веру Ивановну я знаю очень давно.
but I have known Vera for a long time.
Она рассказывала такую историю про себя.
She told me once a story from her life.
Всю жизнь я хотела писать картины.
All her life I wanted to become a painter.
Но в детстве я ходила в музыкальную
But
школу
when I was a kid, I went to a music school,
и не ходила в художественную.
and nobody taught me how to paint.
В юности я училась в техническом вузе
When I was a student, I had to train as an engineer,
и не училась в художественной
and nobody
академии.
would teach me how to paint either.
Будучи взрослой,
When I became an adult,
я работала на заводе,
I was assigned to work at a factory,
и я не писала картин.
and I had no time to paint.
Но когда у меня выросли дети,
But when my kids grew up,
у меня родилась внучка,
and my granddaughter was born,
я подумал, да сколько
I
же можно?
decided, how much longer should I be patient?
И я бросила все.
I gave everything up,
И я начала писать картины.
And I started painting.
Практически с нуля, как школьник.
And I started from scratch.
And now you're going to see one of the highlights of the trip, the friendly basketball match.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the pride of Denver, spanning two great states, Ohio and Illinois, dressed in blue, the misfit Ringo.
Gets underneath, okay? Nobody gets underneath on this end. That's your job. It's just right in the center. Okay, you're gonna stop that ball. Now I don't want any of this.
like sports in your life?
Сегодня знаменательный день, 4 июля, это День независимости Соединенных Штатов.
It's an important day for the Americans. It's Independence Day, the 4th of July today.
Очень приятно, что именно в этот день состоялась такая товарищеская встреча.
And I'm very pleased that we've had this friendly game today. And also the captains, will you please pick up the gifts for your team?
Спасибо вам большое.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. It seems that Americans take some time to get their act together, but then it happens really well.
We could only have had our act together with the help of the youth from Nikolskoye. We have never played together as a team, and only 3 of our players had ever played on a basketball team. Most of us play a little street basketball, so it does take us a while to gel. But we still could not have done it without the fabulous help of the girls from Nikolskoye.
Easy to understand what was going on?
I did not play basketball. I was moral support and I cheered on the side.
So did you understand what was going on?
Yeah, because I go to my brother's basketball games, so it was very fun.
Ну, не обидно было, честно играли все.
So did anybody cheat in your opinion during the basketball game? Was it fair play all the time?
Sometimes. I think there was more physical, like elbowing and touching, and then there was a surprise minute at the end of the game. But yeah, it was very fun and cheering and loud.
My high point of the trip was going to meet a Russian family in their homes and actually sitting down and eating lunch with them and talking with them about what they do, what our families are like, and some of the cultural differences that you can see in there, and also eating so much food that I don't think I could ever eat again afterwards.
Давайте, кто может правила объяснить? Я знаю правила. Тоже здесь сетки, защищать сетку.
Well, what was the most memorable experience for you?
У тебя есть точилка?
Одну секунду.
Going to my host family's house and eating lunch with them.
Мы обедали в семье после воскресенья, когда нас пригласили в гости.
It was really nice because they were really like friendly and hospitable.
Они были очень дружелюбные, гостеприимные люди.
So, and I really connected with Sasha, which was
Я
my
очень хорошо
host.
подружилась с Сашей Капинос.
I usually discover new things about myself on trips like these.
Как правило, в таких поездках, конечно, я всегда открываю для себя что-то новое.
But to answer that question in the midst of the event
Но сейчас, пока, может быть, рано мне отвечать именно на ваш
is quite difficult
сложно это сделать, еще не закончилась поездка.
because I like to reflect
Мне нужно время,
on the experiences at greater length. Briefly, if I had to categorize it now, I would say that I have found an increased love for the people of П.Саблино and the traditions of the church. As many of our most fervent people of faith, the older women, we were greeted very warmly. I especially remember one older woman who insisted one of our youth sit down with her, and she had a smile on her face the whole time, and it was a wonder and a beautiful thing to behold.
И человек бывает настолько к нему прикипает, что он не осознает. И Господь всегда ему дает эту благодать, возможность осознать этот грех, и что от него нужно отойти.
There is no cost to the grace itself.
Конечно, сама благодать не имеет цены.
You cannot earn salvation.
Нельзя заработать себе спасение.
It is a gift of God.
Это свобода, это дар Божий.
But to be a disciple
Но чтобы стать учеником Христа,
does make you make choices.
Вы должны сделать выбор,
that cost you
который
something,
вам будет чего-то стоить.
even if the reward
Даже если
is
вознаграждение
greater
будет
than what you
гораздо
give up.
больше, чем то, что вы принесете в жертву.
A theological dispute. Such questions as what is grace, what is faith, what it means to preserve and follow the traditions of the Christian Church have been covered during this dispute. Then could you tell us why our two churches are separate today?
I am merely a priest.
Я всего священник. What do you think?
I think,
Я думаю,
from my perspective,
с моей точки зрения лично,
that
что
over the years
за все эти годы
we have learned to talk past each other
мы научились как бы говорить, не слыша друг друга, и говорить помимо ушей друг друга
on certain subjects.
на определенные темы,
And
без реального диалога.
the Anglican communion
И все церкви англиканского направления
has interpreted other texts differently.
Стали по-другому трактовать другие куски из Священного
And
Писания.
come to different theological understandings on what we would call the controversies.
И стали приходить к другим богословским выводам о том, что мы называем спорные моменты в Священном Писании. We have been lucky
православной церкви сохранилось
that the Russian
то древнее,
Orthodox Church
то, что было.
has preserved a lot from the
Здоровый
old
консерватизм,
church.
вот он
We believe that the healthy
сохранил
conservatism
то древнее
has
предание,
allowed us
литургические
to
традиции,
maintain the old tradition.
священное предание. Поэтому,
Coming
слава
from
Богу.
dating back to the old first centuries of the church, and
Да.
we are thankful for this.
Надо сказать, вот, что до революции
Before the revolution of
был диалог.
1917, the Anglican
Намечался
Communion
диалог.
and the Orthodox
Русская
Church were
православная
in
церковь,
dialogue,
епископальная церковь,
and they were getting ready to establish one communion.
вот, ну, намечался, были встречи.
There were meetings held,
Ну, потом случились вот эти вот
but then a lot of
смутное
things
время
happened.
случилось.
We all had to go through dark
Революция, потом
times.
вообще там был
The
железный
revolution, the
занавес,
Iron
прекратилось.
Curtain,
Поэтому вот,
that
то,
have
что
made
есть, то
it,
есть. Да. У нас есть
that
общее
have brought us
священное
to the current
писание.
situation.
Вот это уже много.
At least we share the same tradition and the same scripture and the same heritage of the fathers of the church.
Мы не можем вместе совершать
We
литургию,
can't
поскольку
celebrate the liturgy
мы
together
разным конфессиям.
because we believe to different, we belong to different
Но
denominations.
мы можем дружить,
But we
можем
can be
общаться,
friendly.
как сейчас.
We can be
Это
together like
тоже
this,
много.
and this is a lot.
Soon we're going to see one of the most beautiful sights in п.Саблино, the Тосненского waterfalls. To be honest, we decided not to follow the examples of the locals. We decided just to stroll where the water was shallow.
А как я буду прыгать в воды?
And I am looking forward to participating in our closing ceremonies today.
И сегодня я с нетерпением хочу принять участие в наших заключительных церемониях, которые
The Russian people have been very gracious
русские
to us,
нас приняли очень тепло, радушно.
and this has been a very fulfilling and satisfying experience.
У альтов одна нота.
Just one, it's one note. Level tone.
Все, тихо. Да я сейчас покатаюсь. Что ты будешь ехать? Она мне делает. Чуть-чуть.
My name is Nina McLarnon, and I go My name is Nina McLarnon, and I go to St. Paul's Orthodox Church in Dayton, Ohio.
Oh dear, the interview didn't work out. I will have to put it off until the next time.
The high point of my trip will have to be like, it was like ping pong, but now it's right now. Everybody's just having fun, and like, you could just feel the love everywhere.
You have been assigned. They are going to do a table tennis tournament.
No, we all signed up for it.
I know you did. No, but you have been a Russian opponent.
No, I've been assigned Stephanie.
Let's bring
Mostly,
it, Josh.
mostly. So they are ready to start.
Peter, don't kill me.
Do they do the first? Do they have 2 tables?
Yeah, Peter, you gotta be nice about it. Nikita's probably really good.
Americans, listen to the rules very quickly. Nina. Not a second. You're done. If you lose, it is over when one person reaches 11 points. Any questions? There's 1 table, so move quickly. Nick and Mercedes, you're up.
Oh God.
Margaret, Leo, Julia.
Winner. Your shirts are the same color.
5, 3. Oh, she got all 6s. 18 serving 19, game point.
Wait, what? You said the 19 serving 20.
Oh, whatever. Game. The winner and the champion.
Бронзовая медаль Соединенных Штатов.
Jeff Mumford. Silver medal from Russia, Vladimir. Gold medal from the United States of America, Abby Bray. And now the national anthem. Da, 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 da.
No.
No, oh well.
Сейчас будет исполнено «Будь моим зрением».
Now we're going to perform the American anthem, Be My Vision.
У меня больше нет ничего, кроме тебя. Ты моя лучшая мысль днем и ночью. Сплю я или бодрствую, будь моим светом. I'm going to perform both verses. Yes. О Всевышний Царь Небесный, когда я наконец-то одержу победу в своей жизни, позволь мне вкусить радости Царствия Небесного и увидеть светлое солнце в Твоем Царстве. Сердце моего сердца, что бы ни произошло, будь моим единственным зрением, о Повелитель всего.
Sleeping, my prayer.
хотим поблагодарить вас
and everyone at camp
и всех, кто принимал участие в лагере,
for allowing us to be with you for these 2 weeks.
за то, что вы разрешили нам быть вместе с вами в эти 2 недели.
We would also like to thank you
Мы хотим поблагодарить вас тоже
for arranging an awesome basketball
за
game
то, что вы нам организовали такой прекрасный баскетбольный турнир
with another Russian team.
с русской командой.
This is the basketball
Это баскетбольный мяч,
presented to our team
который преподнесли нам в нашей команде
after the basketball game.
после того, как мы сыграли матч.
We would like to donate
Мы
it
хотели бы подарить его
to the youth center
вашей школе и лагерю
for the youth to play with.
для того, чтобы ребята могли играть в баскетбол.
Thank you.
Well, we'll have to build a basketball court. В следующем разу.
Father Nikolai and all our friends here,
Отец Николай и все наши друзья.
not only have we been so warmly welcomed,
Вы не просто нас гостеприимно и радушно встретили
we
здесь.
have been generously and comfortably received.
Вы предоставили нам все возможные удобства и встретили нас с максимально возможной открытостью и теплом.
The work that has been done here at the center
То, что вы сейчас, работа, которую вы выполняете здесь, в вашей школе,
to make it a place where we can stay,
вы превратили эту школу в место, где мы можем жить.
to share our days with you,
Вы позволили нам вместе проводить время в течение всего дня.
is not just impressive,
Это не просто произвело на нас сильное положительное впечатление.
but is a work of God.
Это действительно дело во славу Божию.
We thank you for your hospitality.
Мы благодарим вас за ваше гостеприимство.
We thank you for your friendships.
Мы благодарим вас всех за вашу дружбу.
We thank the teachers and staff for all of their plans and hard work.
Благодарим преподавателей и всех сотрудников за вашу работу, за все, что вы сделали, чтобы это все состоялось.
The students for working with us
Русских ребят за то, что вы поработали вместе с нами.
and playing with us.
И за то, что вы поиграли вместе с нами.
And you will remain in our hearts always.
И вы всегда будете в наших сердцах.
And we cannot wait
И мы будем с нетерпением ждать
for that future day
того дня в будущем,
when we will share events like this together.
когда мы
again.
снова будем вместе и снова будем так трудиться и веселиться во славу Божию.
I assume mine is
Отец
two.
Isaac,
Господи помилуй, Господи помилуй, Господи помилуй, благослови.
Start grabbing your stuff.
Которых я не знаю, в терпком воздухе крикнет последний мой бумажный пароход.
Goodbye, Америка, где не был никогда. Прощай навсегда. Возьми банджо, сыграй мне на прощай.